And then we'll up to the sun, hand in hand. Walk right up to the sun, we won't fear anyone. Hey everyone, it is the summer solstice, okay? Now, it's Uttara Phalguni moon today. Officially for Litha, the summer solstice is going to be Uttara Phalguni moon, which is double Leo, all right? So we've got a sun-dominant nakshatra in Leo, which is probably the most solar thing to ever solar in the history of solar, okay? So ultimately what this sun is about, it's about doing the right thing for the right reason and getting the best out of everything, but not for the purpose of selfishness or for the purpose of vanity, but rather for the purpose of noble cause. Uttara Phalguni is mastered in the art of getting the best of everything, but doing it for the right reason, because the sun is all about integrity. The ascendant is Ashlesha, which is all about micro movements, inching at everything slowly, using persuasion to get what it wants. So ultimately, what we're looking at for the period of the summer solstice is a time where we are encouraged to use our vulnerabilities in order to get the very best out of what we want, to make sure that our flaws are not the thing that end us, but the thing that enable us, that help us grow. We learn from them, we challenge them, sometimes we even strengthen them if survival depends on it. So that is what the summer solstice is going to be all about. It's going to be all about sharpening your social and your political savvy and ensuring that your vulnerabilities are a safe place from which to create a foundation of how you move through the world with ease. It's all about being pliable and moving through the cracks rather than trying to attack them with a sledgehammer. So yeah, let's get to your cards. So how many cards do we want for the summer solstice? All right, so we've got one card right here. So this already reflects where our minds are usually at during this time. Not usually, but right now. Right now, a lot of us feel trapped. A lot of us feel kind of hemmed in by the position that we've been put in due to everything that's going on in the world, due to changes that might be happening. Oh, we've got to watch out for them birds, man. Them birds are vicious. But yeah, we are being challenged to step outside of our own limitations, because they're limitations of our mind. They're not real, right? So we're being challenged to step outside those limitations again through Ashlesha's method and Uttara Phalguni's method of being pliable and also getting the very best for yourself for the right reason. All right, so that's the current state of our minds right now. Feeling trapped, feeling limited. Although there will come a moment in the sun. For many of us, there will come a moment in the sun that comes from our deepest sense of joy. Okay? Some of us may put our happiness ahead of our rage. And I feel like that's a really good strategy. Okay, so that's what that results in. Yeah, this reflects not so much a victory over other people, but a victory over our own self-sabotage, because that's what I see here. We take this situation and basically transcend it, and we win over our own self-sabotage. Okay, with this card right here. Now, I won't lie, usually when I get this card, it usually means, you know what it means. But in this particular case, I think what it means is a death of the old self. That's what it means. It's a death of old identity. That's what's happening during the summer solstice for a lot of people. I've talked about this with the Margashirsh new moon. There is a time of radical change that is going to be outside our control, and all we can do is slide ourselves into the new roles accordingly. So that's what we've got going on here. And then we've got this card right here. There is when those changes happen, some of us have a sort of chaos as a ladder mentality, right? And when it turns out not to be the way that those particular people pictured it, they can feel a little bit hard done by. It's like, okay, so the situation's changed, I've adapted to the situation. So what's going on? Why is nothing happening? But Spirit is reminding you, if things are not happening the way you want them to happen, then it means there's something that you're not doing. That's what you need to address. The one thing that might get in our way is complacency. But then, just when we're facing that disappointment, Spirit does us a solid, leads us into a new situation or a new state of being or a new way of doing what we usually do. So it's about newness, transformation. Usually that's a spring thing, but during this summer, you know, you're talking about Moon Lagna, right? Shedding the skin, transformation. Moon is all about that. Okay. And then we've got this card, which is really lovely. I love this card. This is a Heaven and Earth card. Again, shout out Tarot Ingi. This is a Heaven on Earth card. This is a card in which all elements are harmonized together. The new, what's left of the old, they come together, they're harmonized together to form one complete picture that is in harmony with the internal and external self, right? And at a time like this, it's actually normal for people to find themselves more in tune with who they are, because, you know, when all the rest is gone, all that's left is you. When the money's gone, when the resources are gone, sometimes even when the connections are gone, in my case, as a targeted individual, all that's left is you. And who you are, for some of you, it's not half bad. And there's a solid foundation that can be built from that. Okay? There's a couple more cards and then I'm going to be done. Oh, I love this. Okay. Great cards coming up. So we've got new emotional experiences, small but significant, right? That are going to be taking place until Mabon, which is the autumn equinox, right? Speaking of which, it's our sense of selves and our newfound sense of internal harmony that leads to satisfying self-sufficiency, right? So that's it for those cards. I'm gonna end this with an oracle card and with an advisory tarot card. So let's get on with this right here. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, love this card. Rue, healing. Rue. I feel like we do need healing right now. We do absolutely need it right now. And I feel like that healing will start from within. Sometimes we get reliant on the worst parts of ourselves, because sometimes the worst parts of ourselves, sometimes they can be the only thing that stop us from self-destruction. But as the summer announces herself, as we are here on the longest day of the year, we're being asked to find a new way to live, to find a new way to survive, to find a new way to grow. Yeah, I'm not surprised this came up. I'm not surprised this came up as an advisory tarot card. There might be another one. Yeah, the Four of Cups came up again. So, yeah. Some of you might be a little bit too fooled by what's on the surface still. You need to look within. Look within for your healing. And what you'll find will surprise you, right? So, yeah, that's definitely it for the summer solstice. It's a glorious day out here. I couldn't fucking do another forecast indoors with the sun out like this. Are you crazy? Absolutely not. And plus I'm rocking the hell out of this blue. It'd be rude to deny everyone. It really would. So That's it for the summer solstice reading. I'm Empress Justice. Enjoy the sunshine. I know I'm going to. Take care. Bye bye, my darlings.